So I was fortunate enough to have been raised by a family of people who followed Christ, and it just allowed me, in that upbringing, to step into the faith as well, where I was able just to have that encounter with God. It was awesome, but as much of a blessing as that was, I remember entering into Hoboken so many years back, just with a lot of baggage, and it all stemmed from just a misunderstanding of grace, of the grace that God talks about so like constantly, in His Word, and feeling unworthy of that gift. I was a big believer in people getting what they deserve, and it just it was just something that really made sense to me. You earn the respect of people, right? And you earn your grades, you earn your marks, you earn your rank, and here's God just coming in and totally going in the opposite direction of that whole idea and saying, "Hey, here's a free gift that you just totally undeserve." It it was something I couldn't reconcile, that I couldn't really just process. The constant failures that I would experience whenever I wouldn't measure up, it would really uh, it would really take a toll on me. I mean, it would be to the point where my mind would go to dark places, and I was just totally convinced that my existence was a mistake. That there's no way that I was meant to be alive, and to just be a constant disappointment. But thankfully, having a church like Hoboken Grace is a huge, huge blessing for me. Things like Growth Catalyst just really helped me to identify a lot of these fundamental flaws in my thinking, my understanding of what I thought was like truth. I mean, things were very just distorted and unclear, and it just really shed light on the fact, and it allowed me to discover that I truly didn't believe what God said when Christ paid that penalty. I mean, the fact that somebody like God, who's perfect, is telling me that He views me as forgiven, through Christ, that I'm called holy, that I'm righteous, and I'm all these things that He calls me to be beautiful without blemish. It's crazy. It's just totally crazy. But I'm trusting Him about it. I'm finally starting to make some strides in this, and those things that I've carried with me for over 10 some odd years, that have restrained me in my walk, I've finally been able to let them go.